Okay, this is whatever the assignment is for chapter 12 or let's see. It was chapter 12, yes. So, one thing I wanted to clarify is I got points deducted on one of the previous assignments for it not being in my truth game. This is my truth game. It's just when I was following along in the book, he started to do stuff in like a level with a castle, so I continued to do everything in there, which that's my fault if I misunderstood. But I'm gonna, because this is so complicated, that's why I'm recording with my voice, everything I did, because I didn't, with it being different from the third person perspective, I did my own walking, like code for the walking and everything. And really most of it's my own. I didn't do anything from what he did in the book as well, solely because for some reason my truth project did not have any of his sounds. I don't know if that's for everyone, but mine didn't have any of the sounds that it was supposed to. So with that being said, I did all the sounds of free ones I could get online, and I did some stuff that he did in the book. Like an example is these monster hit sounds aren't like, I think it's like a pan hitting something or something. I don't know. It's not like you would think it would sound, but that's what he did in the book. So basically, I'll run you through real quick before it starts and explain. This is like the main mess here for the walking. So basically, if W, A, S, or D is pressed, it runs into this slight delay. Man, I can't even remember why I needed that. I think it's when it's looking to see if it's playing, it doesn't work. It wouldn't work right if there wasn't the slight delay. But basically, if it goes in here, it checks to see if the sound's already playing. If it isn't playing any sound when a key is pressed, it starts the sound, right? If it is, it runs back through it, which is kind of just a loop. Because if you let go of, let's say I'm pressing W and A at the same time, start with W, start pressing A, and then I let go of W, it would stop, which is why this loops, and that delay also helps with lag, so it's not just an infinite loop and crashes. But it runs back in, and then once there is no sound playing, because it stops the sound from releasing, and A is still running this loop, the A press, then it sets it to true and starts to sound again. So basically, that's why I have that delay in there. Then the reason this is here is this is an event on landed. If I come up here, all the way up here, basically when you jump, I make it silent. I was trying to make it stop before, and that was causing issues, so I just made it go silent when you jump, and then when the player lands, it sets the volume to 1. Okay, and then the pitch multiplier here, you can see it's divided by 2000. The base number is 2000, so 2000 divided by 2000 is obviously going to be 1. So this has to do with the max walk speed. So he had his change the pitch when by changing the pitch, it changes as well the speed of how fast the sound loops. And this is all sorry, so this is just a single. Can I play the sound? I'm not for sure where I put that sound, but basically this is just, it's Snow Step. I chose that because I liked the way it sounded. Like I said, these are all online because mine didn't have any of the sounds. Basically, this is just a single sound and it's on a loop, which is how I was able to get it to change the pitch. Now, when it does go to change the pitch, you can see up here that when this boost speed event happens, when you get the power up, it stops the sound because otherwise it would play the sound. It will start overlapping, right? And it would play it twice, and then the other sound would never end. So basically, it stops all the sound, has the slight delay like we had down here, so that it doesn't have any issues, and then it starts again. That delay is like negligible; you can hardly notice it, unless you're really looking for it. So with that being said, that is all in the first person. we did some stuff. I added the sound to the sword, which is a draw sword sound I found. The monster. So ignore that there's two of these. I was having issues when I first started doing this. So, let's see. Oh, here. So basically I added for when you take damage, it plays this damage sound, which is like a pan being hit. And then this is just like a free like guy getting hurt sound when you take damage. So we have that. So in the actual level here, this right here is the ambient sound, right? And then here, I did mine a little differently than Howard did. He had one big trigger box. I would assume with how trigger boxes work, because it's searching for when the player hits it, right? The bigger it is, the laggier. I could be wrong with that assumption. So to save on that, I have two smaller ones that are here and here. And when you overlap the front one, I say front one, the one closest to the play area, it starts the sound. And then when you leave and cross through this small one right here, it stops the sound, and that is in the shoot. That is going to be in our level blueprint. Here we go. So yeah, here. So this was this is the code for that. So basically, when it overlaps the original trigger box, which is the one, like I said, closer to the thing, basically all it is doing is it is checking first to make sure it's not already playing, because if it's already playing, it'll start looping or playing it multiple times. And also, because you go back through it and it starts the second one, for some reason it wouldn't stop. So with that being said, it checks first if it's playing. If it's not playing, it starts the sound. And then when this is the second trigger box 2, when that goes into it, it calls off of this spawn sound. I did spawn sound so I could get the actual function or like return value out of it. When you hit the second trigger box, it stops. So we did that. We did the walking, the sword, the music, and then the other thing was the ambient sound code. I did pull this directly from him. I just changed the timing a little bit, which you might not even hear this because of the delay. Because the wind sound I chose is like a 5-minute audio loop, right? So with that being said, I didn't want these to be super often like he did in his. So basically, I want this. I could actually change this probably for the video. We'll change it to like 25 to 60. Do that for both. I'm not even for sure. I haven't tried this and heard it because I haven't been playing long enough. That'll be under a minute. So we'll go ahead and save that. So we have that, and then we have it go into the mixer, and this is the output, which is our ambient sound, which we just have dragged onto our thing right here, I believe. Ambient sound castle. That's it. So let me save all this. I believe that's all the sounds I added. There might be more stuff I did. I'm not for sure. As you can see, you have the footsteps. Stops when you jump. You can press multiple keys and strafe, and it still stops. I have noticed one issue sometimes when I'm fighting the monsters. It will start playing twice, and I don't know if that's because I'm pressing W and S back and forth a lot, and it messes up. That's something I would have to look at refining. But it only happens like a select few of the times. So, that being said, we'll go ahead and pick up the sword. Go ahead and fight these guys. Alright, so... Oh, there's that wood creaking. Yeah, so see, it's doing that, but whenever I spam, I'm spamming WASD, jump, all that stuff. I have no issues. It's really weird. With that also being said, one thing I want to go over real quick is this. So this boost speed custom event I forgot to go over. Basically, I haven't picked up any power-ups yet. This is when you pick up a power-up, it stops the sound entirely, runs you back into this delay. I think I did go over that actually, but I meant this for the jump. I think I looked at the wrong thing. When you jump, then it sets the volume to 0. This makes it stop entirely, has the delay, and then starts to sound again. Because it would start overlapping when you pick up a power up, right? So whoops. So if we go into this and we pick up a power up, I'm not even gonna fight the monsters yet. I'm gonna go in here, pick up some power ups, and if you notice, oh man. So maybe it is if I pick up a power up I was having issues. Well, regardless, I'll go ahead and pick some up. Okay. I might need to set that delay to a little bit longer, which is why. Or actually maybe no delay. But now as you can see, the I don't know if you can tell, but the pitch is higher and the walking speed is different. So if I restart it real quick. Yeah, see, there's that difference. So, that's something I'll look at in a moment, but it's pretty much working for this video. There's that. I don't think I showed the player getting hurt, so we'll do that. Go and pick up this guy. Go back in. Alright, kill him. I'm not going to touch any of this. Let's see. Yeah, still has the sound issue. Not for sure what's causing that, but I have been working on this for probably 6 hours because I did all the code myself, and it's the due date, so I'll end up looking at that later, deduct points if needed. But yeah, that was just one thing I wanted to say. Is this is the Truth Project? I just didn't know we were supposed to go back to the like actual truth level like this. I didn't realize we were supposed to go back. I thought we were still working in the one we made. That's my fault. But that being said, that is my assignment done.